Okay, so I'd like to welcome everybody officially to today's event. And just in case you're wondering, why are we here? What are we doing? We're here for the YALI Clean Up Oyo campaign. The YALI Clean Up Oyo campaign. This campaign has been on for almost 4 months now. And this campaign is happening across multiple cities. It's happening in Oyo State here, it's happening in Enugu, it's happening in Lagos, right? And essentially, the whole goal of this campaign is we want to raise a new generation of young people who are passionate about the environment, who are passionate about keeping Nigeria clean. I want you to think about what happens when it rains in Nigeria, or when it rains in your neighborhood, right? Typically what happens to the gutters in your neighborhood? How many of you have observed? What happens? Yes. They get blocked, right? Now, how many of you have seen people throwing dirt into gutters or into moving water when it's raining, or maybe after a rain? How many of you have seen people, or you just see people, they just show, okay, let me paint another picture. How many of you have seen people throw, I hope that those people are not here, how many of you have just seen people inside a bus, they eat gala, or they eat piggy, lakasera, whatever, they drink something, and then they just throw the nylon or the bottle outside of the window? How many of you have seen somebody like that? I have seen somebody like that. Okay, I am somebody like that, raise up your hand. Oh wow, I like the people here, you're very honest. You know, I was thinking that maybe nobody would own up, right? You're very honest. Now, of course, it's good that we've identified the sinners, right? So after, this event, you shall sin no more. I want you to turn to your neighbor and say, you shall sin no more.
You shall sin.
Yeah, we're very religious in Nigeria. I know that will help you. Look for somebody and say, you shall sin no more. Why am I emphasizing this? We are all part of the problem, right? If we complain that Oyo State is dirty or that our environment is dirty, I hope you know that those pieces of paper on the floor, the nylons, the lakasera bottles on the floor, I hope you know they were not put there by aliens. I hope you know it's not as if people from Ghana came overnight and dropped all those things, right? Now, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you a short story about why I'm personally very, very passionate about this campaign. So in 2019, I was selected as one of the outstanding young leaders in Nigeria, and then I participated in the program that totally changed my life. The program is called the Mandela Washington Fellowship. So every year, the US government sponsors several hundred young leaders in Africa to go. It's like an exchange program. So they take us to America for 6 weeks just to learn, to interact. And so, of course, I was very excited now, going to America, because everything I knew about America was from movies, right? I'm sure we've watched American movies, one or another, right? So I was very excited to go to the States. Now, before going to the States, of course, I had some things in my head, some ideas, right? Of course, I knew that, I was expecting the United States to be very clean, right? But also, the Nigerian in me was that everybody in the United States cannot just be clean like that now. So I had some things in my head. I also had some, when you watch American movies, you see all their roads, everything will be, I'm like, everywhere cannot just be bad now. So when I got to America, the Nigerian in me was looking for two things. I was looking for people who were going to throw dirt on the floor, and I was looking for bottles. I'm serious. I'm not kidding. So when I got to the States, week 1, I was looking around just to see that one person who would throw something on the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not find one single person. I'm not kidding. So one of the things that I noticed is that Americans have a culture of treating waste responsibly. Can you say that after me? Treat waste responsibly.
Treat waste responsibly.
See, it starts with how you treat waste. For instance, do you know that some of the waste that we take can be recycled? How many of us have heard about recycling before? It's not everything that is single use. So the first thing I noticed is that a lot of American homes have 2 dustbins. They have one dustbin for waste that cannot be recycled, and they have another dustbin for waste that can be recycled. Now, imagine growing up in that kind of culture, in that kind of environment, where you already know the difference between the 2 wastes at a very young age. So the reason why we are where we are is because all of these things, we learned it. Excellence can be learned. A clean environment, the habit of cleaning your environment can also be learned. If you grow up in a very dirty environment, I'm not going to mention some locations. There are some locations in this city that when you mention them, people already know that you must be a dirty person. Just by virtue of living in those places. I'm not going to mention them. In fact, there are some famous bus stops in this city that even when conductor wants to call them, they call them after one another. Right? They'll say, Kiniko, Kiniko, Ita, Kiniko, Kiniko. I'm not mentioning any name. Just in case you are from those places. Once you tell somebody I live in that place, they're looking at you like, you must be a very dirty person. But you know what? You can change your environment. You can change the perception about Ibadan being a dirty city. You can be the change. And do you know where it starts from? It starts with you. It starts with you refusing to throw something on the floor when you eat. It starts with you educating your teammates about the dangers of those things. Because usually when people just throw things on the floor, they believe that, somebody will pick it. I know we now have street sweepers now that work. So you go, they will sweep it. Do you know that we still suffer flooding because of things like that? All of these things that we throw on the floor, I hope you know they all end up somewhere. Right? So this is why we're having this program. This is why we're setting up this program. This is why the cleanup campaign is set up. To encourage and inspire young people like yourselves to become ambassadors. Ambassadors of a cleaner environment. Ambassadors. Let me give you an example. When I eat, my bag, there is one net beside. I know a lot of us have bags that have nets. How many of us have bags? Maybe like one space and something. Do you know what I do? I'll keep it inside until I can find a place where I can dispose that refuse. Right? Keep it till you bin it. Is somebody paying attention? What should you do? Keep it till you what? Bin it. See, you can be inside a place and not be off a place. Let me give you an example. So, in the trip, the 6 weeks I spent in the States, the last time I went to the States, even though I was in America, was I an American? So I was in America, but I was not what? I was not off America. I'm going somewhere. I want you to pay attention. I'm going somewhere. So the fact that I was in the States did not automatically make me a citizen. Abi, by the time the 6-week learning exchange program ended, what did we do? We took our flight and we came back to our home country. Where am I going? The fact that you are in a dirty environment does not mean you have to be off that place. The fact that you're in a place where people don't respect you does not mean that you cannot be different. You can be an example. Do you know what? A lot of people are just waiting for one person to do things right. A lot of people are just waiting for that one person. People naturally will gravitate towards what every other person is doing in their environment. So if you decide to be different, if you decide to be neat, if you decide to make sure that you see something on the floor, you pick it, you don't wait for somebody else. Everybody's always waiting for somebody to do the right thing. But you can be the change. If you are neat and you keep your space neat, you can inspire your mates in class and they can keep the class neat. Your class can inspire the entire school to be neat. Your school can inspire other schools to be neat. This is how it starts, right? If you change yourself, you can change your community. A lot of times we say, I want to change the world, I want to change the world. Start with yourself. Start with yourself. I want you to touch your neighbor and say, it begins with me. No, you're not saying it. Look for somebody. Say, it begins with me. The cleaner environment that we're looking for, the cleaner city that we're looking for, it begins with you. The next time you drink something, don't throw it on the floor. The next time you see somebody doing that, educate them on the dangers of that. Educate them, right? For instance, the weather, the climatic condition in the world right now is the weather is warming. It's called global warming, right? It's warming, and so we're having a lot of flooding. We're having even people in the agri space. They cannot predict weather accurately again, right? And so we need to take care of our environment. Meanwhile, let's put global warming aside for 1 minute. Is it not? Aren't you enjoying yourself the way this whole place is clean like this? Don't you like it? Don't you like it? Right? Aside from the fact that you can even, there are health issues attached to being dirty and all of that. Let me give you another story. Where I served during NYC in 2014-15, where I served, the first week, I asked for the library of the school library. I served in a place called Omala in Kogi State. And when I got to the library, can you just guess what I saw? I saw a decorated refuse dump. Yes. So it was a library I asked for. And people were just laughing. That's what I noticed. When I asked them, where's the library? They were just laughing. Where's the library? Show me the library. They said, okay, it's there. So when I got there and entered, guess what I saw? It was just refuse, bottle, lacasera, everything. And then sorry? Cobwebs, of course, when you look up. But when you look down, it's refuse. Up is cobwebs. Now, that was not the most interesting thing. The books in that library were as old as my parents. Even older than my parents. Right? Now, where am I going? One of the things that I did as part of my parents' my community was to clean that library. Put bins there. And you know the funniest thing? Ever since the time that we cleaned the library and we repair things and fix things, ever since that time, that place stopped being a refuse dump. That place stopped being a refuse dump. Students will come in, they will use the place, they will read, and nobody will drop anything on the floor. Do you know what that taught me? Everybody is just waiting for one change agent. Everybody is just waiting for one person who will change things. Do you think people just like to be dirty naturally? Do you think people just like to make the environment uncomfortable? No. They are waiting for that change agent, and that's why you're all here today in Clean Up Oyo. We want you to be the change agent. We want you to go back to your school and inspire your mates. Let them be inspired by your example. Let them be inspired by the things that you do. Let them be inspired by how organized you are, how neat you are, how clean you are. Let them be inspired by the things you're doing with waste. You're going to hear from some of our partners today who will teach you more about how to use waste, how to transform waste, how to manage waste. You will hear more from our partners. But I just want to lay the foundation to tell you that you are ambassadors. You are the change agents you've been waiting for, and we are so excited to have you. So once again, I want to welcome you officially to Clean Up Oyo. Thank you so much for coming today. Thank you.